Hi, my name is the Krusty Krab. This is the Chum Bucket.
Wow!
You thought I was gonna come back, huh? Keep saying that. Alright. Hi, my name is Josue, and I'm going to be interviewing Patricia Toussaint.
Don't say my whole name, babes.
I want them to find you. How do you know the difference between your feeling your emotions and you're feeling the presence of God?
With my emotions, I would say definitely if I'm going through something that day, or if I'm dealing with something that it's like a tug of war with God. And sometimes there's conviction. I know that that's like my emotions, if you get what I'm saying. Like whenever it's God, it's not like I don't want to say like a bad feeling, but it's not like dang, I was gonna say about one. Dang, how do I know that it's not my emotions? I feel like my emotions are wrapped up in that though, because I'm an emotional person.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of times as worship leaders, right? Sometimes you might feel like, oh, like I feel like the presence of God is here, but then
it's not.
Like I'm just feeling like it is. Okay, so you know how they talk about how like sometimes you're leading, but you're not leading like from God. Like you're just leading from yourself. So you have the emotion, like the crowd is looking at you and like it's fire, but you have nothing. Like there's no, you're not filled. So your emotions at that point is like, you know, kicking in. You feel it, but it's not God. How do you know the difference?
Yeah, I think it just depends on what happened that day or what I was doing that day. Because we know ahead of time when we're gonna be singing and stuff like that. So, and then I'm always in communion with God. Like I'm always talking to Him. So when I get there on that day, it's not like I just started worshiping, or I just started talking or communicating with God. It's something that I was doing all day. But if it's been a season where I'm just like I'm not really feeling it, then yeah, I get there. But if there's no emotion attached, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like my emotions are kind of it plays a role. You know, when I was gonna say finally get there. He's always here, Joe. Let's not understand that get there thing. Like, what do you mean God isn't here? He's always here for me. Like when I'm leading, it's always like and I don't know if that's a personal thing. I don't know if you've experienced that, but I have. Like, I could be having a bad day, and I've said that to you. Like, we were having an argument, and I get up there, and God just reminds me, like, that was so small. Like, you didn't have to argue with Joe before we sang. Like, that really didn't matter. God does that all the time, and that's how I'm able to separate, like, you know, this is not a show. Like, I'm really doing this to glorify God. I'm really doing this to usher His people into His presence, to usher me into His presence. You know what I'm saying?